How to set up a report. When you start BXBreports, if already exists reports configured, they will be displayed the list of reports window. We'll close this window because this feature will be explained in the video using a configured report. To create and configure a report, you need to be positioned at the report's perspective. In this perspective, you may click on the Create a New Report icon, and in the Report Model Maintenance window, type a report name. Sales orders, for example. In the list, select an available cube for the user. Inform the base report is optional. There you can select, as a model or template, another previously configured report based on this cube. Clicking on the Create button, the Report Setup wizard will guide you step by step in the report's configuring process. The wizard offers you a sequence of screens where you inform how you want to view the report. Through the column screen, you can choose which columns your reports will contain. BXBreports suggest all the columns of the selected cube. These are the columns from the database. The margin % is a calculated column. The calculated columns, through formulas, remain in the available dimensions and measures list. In our example, let's move all the columns back to the available dimensions and measures list. Afterwards, you can select and move the desired columns to the report column list. Do it. Click on the margin % field, for example, then click on the Insert Column button. Afterwards, repeat the same procedure to move the other desired columns. With the Move Up and Move Down buttons, you can reorder the columns in the sequence you want to have them on the report. Put product category as the first column, and repeat the procedure for the other. At the Column Properties panel, you can change the column title if you want to give the user a better comprehension. Let's try to change Order NR to Order Number. Format can be applied to numbers and date fields. Alignment can post the data at the left. Centralize at the right. It Summarize as is an option available only for the measures and can be sum, average, or none, if no total is desired. Or formula, if the column is a calculated column, and you want the formula applied in all the summary levels. Grouping. If you want to have a grouped report, you may define which dimensions have to be grouped in order to allow breaks and summarizations. It is also possible to have one group inside another. To use some dimension for grouping, you have to select and move the desired column from the available dimensions list to the report grouping panel. How to do it? Click on the product category field, for example, then click on the Insert Column button. Afterwards, repeat the same procedure to move the other desired columns. Sorting. You can define ascending or descending order, even for dimensions or measures. If you want to have some ungrouped column in descending order on your report, you must select and move the desired column from the available dimensions and measures list to the Sort By panel. To invert the sort order, you need to click on the combo arrow at the right of the column in the Sort By panel. Persistent filter. The data from the cube can be filtered in order not to show all of them in the report. Therefore, you may only select a column from the available dimensions and measures list, and define the filter method by clicking on the button of the filter method combo box. According to the column type and the quantity of members, BXBreports offers up to 3 different ways to apply a filter. By range. In this case, an initial and also a final parameter must be supplied. Most commonly, it is used to filter dates. By pattern. Requires the combination of some text with the %sign. For example, to filter customers that contain the word store, you can use %store. Discrete. Shows all the members contained in the database, allowing the selection from the listed items. Note that BXBreports does not allow to apply filters on calculated columns which has been generated by formulas, but only on columns extracted from the transactional database. Initial filter. The same methods available at the persistent filter can also be used to set up filters that the user can apply before loading the report. Let's try it on the country dimension. Formatting fonts. Here you can configure the size, the color, and the font style for each grouping level, as well as for the detail lines and for the final summary. Let's set the first group column with Times New Roman. Font size 13. And blue as color. Product level we will set with Courier. Font size 11. And orange as color. Initial level. For a grouped report, we can here set the level of group or detail in which the report has to be presented. It can be in a very summarized or in a more analytical way. The report can't show all the data in the beginning. What means it can display data to the lowest level of detail. To get it fully summarized, you may choose the first group as the initial level. In our example, we will let it in an intermediate level. Header and footer. To export the report in PDF format, we may define titles and other information to be printed on its header and footer. The information can be shown in 2 lines, both in the top header and in the bottom footer. In the first line of the header, we have as all the name of the report. And in the second line, as all the company login. In the first line of the footer, we'll insert Cube's name and the date of the last Cube update. In the second line, as all the name of the licensed company, we'll insert the date and time of the report generation. We can also define how logos will be shown in the report. Access permission. Here, we can give access to the report for other users and set the report as a favorite, or define if the report has to belong to the user's initial panel. Others. Here we can also define the report printing orientation, landscape, or portrait, which it will assume when exported to PDF. The option, Open Report, load the report level by level in order to show the first page immediately, or to give us the possibility to choose the usual way, which is to load all the data before showing the report. The option, permission to modify or delete the report, is to set the criteria for format changes, give the change permission to everyone, or protect the report and set the way that only the owner can modify it. That means only the user who has created the report can modify it. At the right of the bottom line, we have buttons offering us the possibility to see partially, where only 1,000 lines will be shown, or the entire report. Thank you for your attention. To know more about BXB reports, you can see other videos and infos available at the site www.bxbreports.com.